Alrighty then. Hello everybody, welcome to the channel. Welcome new viewers and old viewers. I be loading this up on Patreon first, and then I'll pop it up on YouTube. But I don't have a lot on Patreon. I didn't do a bunch on it. I have a few from long ago. Anyway, I'm going to start doing it some more. So, why is that like that? Oh, for heaven's sake. Shoots me off to Bumblefuck Egypt. Well, now this isn't funny even. Where'd I go? Here I am. Okay, well, it's hard to know what you're doing when you can't see what you're doing. You know what I mean. If you know what I mean. Okay, this is going to be a reading on the full moon of June the 5th, 2020. Take my glasses off so I can see. And we're having I'll just read it down here. The moon in Sagittarius is trining Chiron in Aries. Mercury in Cancer is sextiling Uranus in Taurus. I'll give you the degree, I guess, at 8 degree 47 minutes. And Chiron is 8 degree 52 minutes. So Mercury in Cancer is squaring Chiron in Aries at 8 degrees 53 minutes, and that's at 8:40 in the morning. This is all day. You know, these are loosely. Once it touches off the energy keeps reverberating. And sometimes it'll change in a few hours, and other times it'll take a day, and sometimes it'll take longer. Depends on the planet. You know, it depends on how heavyweight the planet is. So we have the moon at 8:57. That's Central Standard Time. Yeah. In the United States. So you'll have to adjust because I don't have a clue about other time zones. I'm real dense about that. But anyway, the moon in Sag is going to oppose Venus retrograde in Gemini. And then at 14:12, the moon in Sag is opposition the sun in Gemini at 15 degrees 34 minutes. Okay? So it's basically going to be opposition Venus retrograde at 12 degrees 26 minutes at the same time, although there's a spread of hours there. And at 14:44, the moon in Sag is going to square Mars in Pisces at 15 degrees 53 minutes. So within those 3 minutes, man, you've got Venus retrograde and the sun, of course, which is your full moon, and a square with Mars, and also a square with Neptune, also in Pisces. So, and this eclipse is going to be the last one in Cancer, they said. Maybe it's this. I have the moon in Sag, so anyway, this is on the Sagittarius Gemini axis. So we must have already had ours because this is the moon in Sag. So that's what the stars say. Let's see, it's a little bit close. And this is now the oh dang it, what's her name? Astro Podcast, I believe. It's an astrology podcast. That's where I found out about this, and this is just so neat. This is from Honeycomb, and it's individualized. See, for you personalized. It's personalized. Where am I at? Personalized just for me is what this is. But it gives the general aspects and then it gives more. It gives a lot. Well, I've written in mine quite a bit, but it gives a lot more. It's like here's some a month with the just the bigger planets, basically in the moon, but it doesn't give us detailed. And then you go on and it gives details and it gives you a place to write. And I do them all, actually, all of these. And it has a place here where I don't have my glasses on, but like it tells you when they're retrograde and when they're hitting on some of your planets and what sign they're in and whatnot. And it's the very first, because you're not going to know all this stuff and you'll probably forget it unless you're, whatever, an astrologer. They have your wheel, that's mine. And of course, they have the index and the key to all these so that you can read what it is, so that you know what they're trying to tell you. And there's my wheel and all my cardinalities and modalities and water oddities and fires and earth and air and all that. And these are the moons, the full moons and the new moons. I mean, it's just really nice. It's just a really nice thing. And they give you a digital thing and they give you a honeycomb, the Honeycomb Collective. But go to the astrology podcast and go through their, whatchamacallit, because I'm not an affiliate or anything, but it's really nice. I really like it. And I also like the astrology podcasts. They're really good. And I think you should support them. Anyway, send you off onto another website. But anyway, this is real nice. If you're interested in astrology, and on here too, like you have personal planets like my Mars, the Mars, like the transiting Mars, is trining my Saturn. So, and it's different colors. So you know whether it's a personal planet or whether it's a planet for everybody. So that's really nice. Anyway, enough of that. Let me find my glasses again. What we're going to read on is June the 5th. And I could read on what's going on, but everybody is reading on it. And, you can go and check them out because they're very good. And I'm just going to read on the eclipse on June the 5th and the energy that's surrounding that. And see if we can pick up the energetic forces around June the 5th. Which ought to be fun. Yesterday was my sister's birthday. So happy birthday, Carol. Again. Yeah, my birthday's in a few days. But not on the 5th of June. But right now we're looking at the eclipse energy on the 5th of June. My. Set aside. It's a little bit of a challenge to clear. We're holding on. We've got let me scoot over here. We've got the Four of Pentacles flipped out. So, Four of Pentacles flipped out. So we're holding on. People are holding on tight to what they value. Alrighty. So let's see what the 5th has around it as far as the energy goes. I'm glad y'all are here. Please like, share, and subscribe. If I didn't say that before, I might repeat myself because my memory is not the best. Let's see what we got. I'm just going to toss out across. Toss across. And let's see what our energy is doing. And then we might do something else. We'll see how long it takes. How long it takes. Four. See what we've got for the 5th, the eclipse, the lunar eclipse. Ooh, money, 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 money. Lots of value, lots of wealth. Also, yeah, we'll leave it at that for now. The end of something. Something's coming to the end. 10 of Swords. This is a 10 of Pentacles. This is a 10 of Swords. You think something's ending? This is a sudden abrupt end. And yeah, it's crossing the wealth card. So something is costing a lot of money, but it's going to come to a sudden and abrupt halt. Okay. Here at the base, we have the 6 of Pentacles. This is a sharing. This is a give and take. This is a sharing of information, of wealth, of ideas, behind the scenes deals, things like that. We have work, we have labor, we have something that's really, really hard in the very, and as this is for the 5th, this would be like now when I'm reading it. In the near past, this is still, it's hard. This is painful. Let's see what is going to be on the 5th. The Sword of Truth is coming out. Wow. Sword of Truth is coming out. Sword of Truth paired up with the 6 of Pentacles. We're going to hear about the money sharing, about the value sharing, about the give and take. We're going to hear some truth. Something that, you know, when Neptune is involved in things like it is now, what did I say? It was square. Oh, let me get my sheet. Yeah, the moon in Sag is going to be square Neptune and Pisces. So that is that's going to make us stress. But the Neptune is a foggy planet. It's just nebulous. It's things that you hear may or may not be true, and it's being afflicted right now, even now as I speak, because this is the exact what I read off. That's the exact degree in minute, but it ahead of time and behind a time, and indeed for months, Neptune is floating around through here, and we're getting a lot of things, and we have been getting a lot of false facts. We've been getting a lot of information that just flat out isn't true. It's just fake. Now, here in a few months, it's going to clear off, or even maybe even sooner. I haven't really looked, and I know I've heard it's going to be clearing off pretty soon, and we're going to be able to see through the fog. But then everything's going retrograde too, so yeah, no, we'll see. But the further away, the less that Neptune has to do with anything, the clearer we can see. On the other hand, Neptune is creativity too, and a lot of the pie in the sky, head in the clouds ideology, because Pisces is that way. Pisces is also real watery and real fluid. Things are fluid. Okay. Before I forgot, I wanted to put that in. This is an air sign. This is the sort of truth. This is victory after something that's really hard fought. And here we have the Emperor. You know who this is. This is authority. This is the head authority. We might have to do a clarifier on that. And here we have, here we have the Queen of Swords. We have justice. We have a judge. We have probably a female judge, maybe. But we have authority. We have judgment. A judge. Yeah. The environment has two paths. In the surrounding environment, there is two ways we can go. We can choose to go to the valley or to the mountain. We can choose our pathway. We're making plans to choose a pathway. Plans are being made on which way to go. Okay. Heartbreak. Here we have heartbreak. It's odd it's in that position, but we have the heartbreak. That's the hopes, the wishes, the ideals is a breaking of hearts. We already have had the breaking of hearts. And we have the Page of Wands. We're going to have some news about this heartbreak. Something's going to be coming out about the heartbreak. See what's on the bottom of the deck. Yeah. Support, Nine of Pentacles, independent support, well-being. Sacrifice, self-sacrifice, seeing things from a different point of view. And this also could be America because she's the United States. I mean, not the whole continent. Perhaps America is seeing things from a different point of view after, this is a period of mourning. We have had such contention. We're going to have a new start and new growth. We've got to move away from the old ways. We've got to walk away from the old ways. It's just too hard. It's just we need to heal. We really need to heal. It's just, let's pull a clarifier on this Page of Wands and see what we might have on the Page of Wands. Because this is the orator. This is the one that likes to talk, likes to put out messages. And he's sitting on top of the Three of Swords, which is heartbreak, disillusionment, despair. I'd also like to clarify the Emperor if I can find him again. He always hides, always hidden. Spirit, can you clarify the Page of Wands for us? Page of Wands, Page of Wands. Everybody, Page of Wands. Let's see what the Page of Wands has to say. Seeing as he is, or he likes to talk. He's up there talking. He's a speaker. He can talk. Wonder if that's Biden. More likely be Obama. Obama's a good orator. But and it's a young person. This is a younger person. Might not be either one of them. But this is someone that's delivering messages. A younger person. Could be male or female. Fire sign. Fire sign. He may be. I don't know. Let's look and see. Alrighty. Get over there. Straighten up and behave yourself. Let's see what we got. You know I love you. Wow. The Hangman. We have the Hangman as a clarifier. Interesting. Interesting, a change of perspective. Once again, I thought we had him around here before. Yep, there he is. In there, America's Hangman. A change of perspective. A change of ways. Looking at things from a different way. Also sacrifice, self-sacrifice. This might be news of death. Or maybe people quitting. It could be people quitting their jobs. Let's do another one. King of Swords, Justice, a judge. The King of Swords. Court card. A cool man, a cold man. Four of Wands. The White House. Stability. So this indicates this is a court. This is like the courts. And this is a sacrifice, and this is the voice. This may be, they're arresting these guys. The policeman too, because this is the 5th. And I didn't ask about that, but this is the energy. The truth's coming out. How about a clarifier on the Emperor? Can we do a clarifier on the Emperor? Emperor. Let's do another deck. Just in case. Do a clarifier on the Emperor. The man. The big dude in the major arcana. He is the man for sure. He's a man and he has heartbreak right beside him. He has heartbreak. He has choice to make. And the choice either way is going to be a heartbreak. We have a choice to make. We have a lot of truth and judges and courts running around. And delay. Hangman's also delay. It's going to be a while. It'll be a minute. But they may go ahead and do something now, and then it will take probably a minute or two. Okay. For them to get anything done. The Emperor. The end, 10 of Wands. The ending of something. Remember, we're ending. My gosh. It's the end. The end of money, sudden ending of money, sudden ending out. This is also my GOP card, but this is a sudden end, a sudden unexpected end to something. And both of these are 10s, which is an ending. The Ace of Swords is a beginning, and it's also justice and the truth. The Emperor is the masculine dude. And the 10 of Wands is the ending of the putting down, the laying down of a burden. So the Emperor is here to lay down a burden, the end of burden, huh? The man's going to end a burden. Got to have another one. 6 of Swords, which we also had. That's also a repeat. No, that's not. I'm sorry. I beg your pardon. We didn't have the 6 of Swords. We had the 6 of something else. Maybe I just thought we were having the 6 of Swords. We had the 6 of Pentacles. That's what we had. The share card, the give and take. This is the 6 of Swords is moving away, moving out of troubled waters into something. We're going to be moving away. This is the end. The Emperor has an end to the action. the laying down of a burden and moving away from troubled waters. Now, whether the emperor is doing that or the emperor is leading the laying down of a burden, and the emperor is the leader of this action to lay down the burden. Wonder who he is. And moving and resting, moving out of troubled waters. This is the Four of Swords. Retreat, rest and retreat. Interesting. Well, who is the emperor? Who is the emperor? Emperor. Could it be DJT? I don't think so. I don't think that's who this is. It certainly doesn't feel, that doesn't have that energy. It doesn't have the DJT energy. I reckon we'll find out here pretty quick because this is for the 5th and today's the 2nd. What kind of truths are we going to find out? Okay, one more. I do have another deck, maybe two. Let's see what kind of truths we're going to find out if we can. Spirit, could you tell us what kind of truths? What can you tell us about this Ace of Swords? What's the Ace of Swords? Whoops, trying to tell me. What is it that the Ace of Swords wants us to know? Having an ending. Ending. Sudden ending. Big valuable thing. Sword. I think I've got a better card in there. Where is it? That'll pop out. Ace of Swords. There it went. Again. Ace of Swords. Alrighty. Page of Cups. It was in reverse, but they may all be in reverse. Yeah. The Page of Cups. So that's a message, an emotional message is going to be coming out. The Ace of Swords is going to be a truth. Some sort of a truth, emotional message is going to come out about the emotions, about this emotions that are, they still may be running pretty high. Yeah. The sun's going to shine on them. Is that, did I turn them around twice? No. These are coming out in reverse, and I don't know why. I don't usually do that. Reverses, but both of these came out in reverse. Even after I turned them around. So one of them's upright and one of them was in reverse. So the message that comes out maybe is an emotional message still, but in reverse it can be very childlike, very childish, more like, wah, I didn't get my way. And then the sun shines on it because this is a sun card. And if this is in reverse, then this is upright because I turned it around. I'm not turning it around anymore. So we're going to hear about this truth, and we may or may not like it. Somebody's not going to like it. Somebody's going to cry about it. And we're going to hear about it. The truth will be revealed, regardless of what it is. And I guess we're just going to have to wait and see. But we're only going to have to wait a little while because, like I said, today's the 2nd. And this is for the eclipse. Reading is for the, oh my, I ran over time. This is for the 5th. So, oh, wait, I'm not going to do that. So, that was fun. But we won't have to wait very long. I was going to do another reading and see how Trump was doing on the 5th, but I think I'll do that in another video because I've already got 30 minutes on this one. So everybody, thank you so much for coming to see my first thing that I tried on the Patreon and YouTube at the same time, and we'll see how it works. Talk to y'all later. Oh, like, share, subscribe, and all that good stuff. Talk to y'all later. Have a lovely day. Be safe. Don't be unsafe. Don't be foolish. Stop and think and take a deep breath. Oh, I want to pull an oracle card before we go. I want to pull an oracle card for the 5th of June, and yes, we're going over 30 minutes. I want to pull an oracle card for the 5th of June. Angels, goddesses, ascended masters, what can you tell us about the energy of the 5th of June? What can you tell us on the energy of the 5th of June? This is a crystal mandala deck, oracle deck, in case you wanted to know. And perhaps it will reveal to us the energy on the 5th of June, what we need to know on the 5th of June. What we need to know on the 5th of June. Okie dokie. Let me see if I can get these in here. And we'll get a card. We'll find a card. Find a card. For the 5th of June. So it will be this one. Divine Rebel. Wow. Ascended Master Kuan, Yin, and Pearl. And this is a Divine Rebel card. Or Divine Rebel. Divine Rebel. Yeah, Crystal Masters. Yeah. Let's see what we've got on it. I've just started these, as some of you may know. Some of you have been following it. Number 129 with me. I've been reading them. I do a daily oracle card. Okay. The Divine Rebel breaks the stereotypes. They dance when they're supposed to be sitting still. They talk when they're supposed to be quiet. So this, we're still speaking out of turn. We're still protesting. We're still getting angry, and it's just this is just what we're doing right now. This is the way that we're supposed to be doing. This is the show. This is the anger coming out and the protest, and this is the way things should be done. You're showing people there's another way for things to be done. This isn't right. What we're doing now, it just is not the right way. We've got to change, and that's what's coming up right now. So shall it be. So shall it be. This is going to happen. We're rebelling. We're changing the system. Or I'm sorry. The protesters are changing the system, and they're going to. This is the way that this should have been done the whole time. So shall it be. So shall it be. Let's pick one from here. Rest. When this is done, we can rest. So the divine rebel is bringing the attention. This is the protest. This is the insistence on righting the wrong. It may take a while. It's going to take a while. And, but we're going to have to settle down a little bit and let it mature. We'll have to rest. After we get this done, so shall it be. First, we raise heck because we got to focus attention on the subject. And then you say, so shall it be. That's the way it's going to be. And this is the way it's going to be according to the divine feminine. And then we have rest. We have rest with Archangel Ramiel. So when we get this done, then we can rest. I probably drew him backwards. But we won't rest until this is done. It's got to be changed. It just has to be. We cannot keep doing things the way we're doing them. And we can't keep having our government lie to us. We have to know what's going on. That's the way we survive. We can't have these lies. So we have to rebel. And that is that. Very pretty too. Pearl. I like pearls. Pearl's one of my birthstones. Diamond, Ascended Master, Babaji, and Diamond, and Archangel Ramiel, and Argonite. These are the crystals. And Master Kuan Yin and Pearl. And that's the end of the June 5th. So shall it be. Y'all stay safe. Have a wonderful day. Have a great lunar eclipse. It's a full moon. Remember what we do on the full moon. And it's also an eclipse. So, have a lovely, lovely day. Talk to y'all later. Bye-bye for now.